Hey, everybody. I am live again. It's a record breaking week of just going live. Um, I got excited about everything that we have going on. Plus, I just realized I'm probably not going to be able to go live next week because I'm traveling everywhere. I got some really exciting stuff that's going on with the new MagnaWave Academy. I wanted to talk about that. Hi, Judy in Ohio. Hi, Amanda in New York. I was just there. Hi, Dawn. I hope you're doing well. Dawn, I haven't talked to you in a while. So I am actually sending myself this video right now because I wanted to share it with you guys because I think it's so cool. I'm going to send it right now. And then hopefully I can play it for you guys, or I'm just going to try because we are doing this so last minute. I want to play it for you because I think a lot of you in the MagnaWave universe will love this. We'll love seeing some of this cool stuff that we have going on, even though I decided to do all this last minute. Sometimes we just improvise because I'd rather just talk to you all than not. So let's see. Hi, Morgan. Hi, Judy. Hi, Tracy. Oh, I love you guys. Hi, Taylor in Texas. Hey, girl. Hey, Barbara. Hi, Matt. Okay, so a couple things. We are moving, as you can see. This is not a normal backdrop. This is actually the temporary office that I'm in, but we're moving into a new building, and with that means new surprises. So we found all sorts of things, and if you're new to MagnaWave, welcome. I'm Alane Pauly, the president, and we are in a wonderful time of growth. And I'm going to talk about today the Semi 10 machine. I have one here that I am going to show you guys. Talk a little bit about. If you guys have questions about the Semi 10, I'd be happy to answer them. And the reason that I'm talking about the Semi 10 today is because I'm traveling a lot, like a lot. I think in the next 4 weeks, I'm actually home 12 days. So majority of this traveling is for work, and I love to be with my family, but I love to travel too. And we're just in such a growth that it's time. And I really wanted to talk about travel and PMF. How do you get your machine around? Where can you take it? How do you get on the plane? That is such a big question. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about what I do, how I get around with my machines, what machine I travel with when I go out, on my adventures across the world. Also, I want to talk a little bit about Europe and all the exciting stuff that Gerald has going on there. MagnaWave Europe is expanding so quickly. They got the Spanish writing school on their roster, and they have some very exciting stuff coming to the MagnaWave Academy that I'm hopefully going to show you in just a second. Jessica says, I love my soul and I love being able to travel with it. Yes. Travel. Yes, Matt Cross says, love my Semi 10 for travel, light for moving around. So let's talk about it. So this is the Semi 10 that I most of the time I can travel with. This isn't the exact one, but this is the one that I can travel with. This Semi 10 is actually available for purchase right now. It is discounted because it's a demo. It actually went out with us to a couple shows. It's back. It's out of box. It looks brand new. It is for sale. If anyone is interested in a Semi 10, I'd be happy to sign it for you. No, I'm kidding. Nobody wants me to sign it. Okay, so this is the Semi 10 inside. And you can see, this is just so easy to travel with because it's so protected in here. So even, you don't want to throw it in your, check it. I would never check it onto a plane. But it's still like if you put it in the overhead bin, if you're carrying it around, it's really lightweight. Looks like a computer inside. So when you're going through security, if you are just take it out of the bag, out of a backpack, or carry it, that's what I do. So I take all of my attachments that I take with me, and usually if I have the ability, I will take the large loop and the butterfly loop. If I don't, like if I'm just doing carry-ons, I'm trying to be, which I normally do. I haven't checked a bag in probably 3 years. Even when I go places for 4 weeks to 6 weeks, I never check a bag. What I do is I put my butterfly loop my large loop in my backpack. So I put the power cord and the large loop in the backpack that I am taking through TSA. And then I just carry this. Like I carry it with me and I hold it in my hand. It sits with me. I also have on the one that I take with me, I got a little carabiner and I put it on my machine, and I put a like a tracker on it. Okay. So you could do that as well in case you accidentally leave it somewhere. You can also, just tape a like tracking device, like one of those tiles, inside your machine just on the top. Now, you don't want to leave it there all the time because sometimes if somebody lays a coil on it or something, it could erase that tracking device. But I just put it in when I'm like in transit. So when I'm going through the airport, because anybody who knows me knows that I may have left things places before. Like I may have left very important cell phones and just got up and walked away. So when I sit down to eat at Atlanta or wherever we're going through, I just have that tracker there. It actually happened to me in Florida at a show. I put it down. I was doing sessions with this person. We got talking. They ended up asking me something. I walked away. I just followed my phone right back to it. It was still there when I got back. But if you are anything like me, it's a great little tip to just, tape it on the inside, just, right next to the power button, or, put a little carabiner on there because I can just remove the carabiner whenever I'm using my machine. And right before I put it in my backpack and right before I leave, I just, hook it right back on. Do we need to carry any documentation with us to get through security? No, I have actually only had trouble once or twice going through security. The only documentation that I have ever kept with me is like a flyer that shows like a MagnaWave trifold or rack card. And I just show, hey, this is something that we use for a veterinary device that we use for things. If you are going internationally into another country, as long as your machine, I've never had a problem. I have had people who have gotten a letter from their doctor, if they, especially for like one of our Orwell machines, where they've gotten a letter from their doctor or their physical therapist, or just written a letter out themselves explaining what it is. But I've never been stopped. I've traveled all over the world with my machines. Sometimes they'll ask what it is, and I just explain, and they're like, "Okay, great," whatever. I've never had it taken. Hi, Rian. Hi, Karen. But no, when you go through security now, if you have like a spark chamber machine, never, ever, 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 ever check it like luggage. Please don't ship it back to us either, or ship it anywhere without putting it in like some sort of protection, because they're just going to chuck that thing on the plane. They're just going to, we've had people who have, they've been thrown up against the side of the plane, and they're, they have paint on the side from the plane, stuff like that. Your luggage gets pretty beat up. So will the machine. So it's always good to check it at the gate if you have to. If it doesn't fit in the overhead bin, then go down, check it at the gate. So go through TSA with it. You want to have maybe a trifold, or a business card with you, just explaining that, it's a device you use for your business or for your personal self, and just go right through. One time they did actually, I think it was in Arizona or something. I was on my way to California. They actually made me wait for the bomb squad guy to come down. The lady inside just wasn't listening. She was like, "It looks like a bomb." The bomb squad guy walked up, looks at it. He was like, "What is it?" I showed him the website. He goes, "Okay, bye," and was like, "This is ridiculous." That was it. So it is, if they're going to stop you, if you're traveling to a new airport or something, go a little bit early. Don't leave like 20 minutes before your flight. If you usually give yourself an hour, maybe give yourself an hour and a half, hour, 45 minutes, or 2 hours, just to make sure that you get right through. And then have a cup of coffee on the other side, because you don't want, if they do have questions, you don't want to have a problem. And I would definitely do that if you have a spark chamber device. Just make sure you've had a little time, because it does have that big spark chamber inside, and that can look like a bomb. So we don't want that to happen. But they'll test it for bomb residue, and I've never, ever, ever had somebody keep it or take it from me. And again, I've traveled with spark chamber devices and digital devices, but currently the Semi 10 is my go-to travel, just because it's so light, it's strong enough to feel. It's easy for me to demo for people. It's just plug and play, simple, no problems. Looks like a computer or a video game console when they look at it. So there's usually very, very little questions. Yeah, Serena says, I have a Semi and Julian Duo. Semi is definitely easier to travel with. Can you say it's medical equipment? Lori, you can. This is medical. Our machines are manufactured to medical equipment standards, but it's like veterinary medical equipment. If you have an oral wellness machine, you can say it's human medical equipment, but you don't really need to. Like, going through security, They don't ask. I mean, in reality, they're just, I mean, people bring their Nintendos, they bring all the stuff through. They're just going to scan it. They're looking for if it's got a gun in it or something. They're not really looking, wanting to know. Now, when you're going through internationally, like I said, you can have a letter from your doctor or any animal, a veterinarian, anything like that, that explains that you're using it for something in particular. And as long as you go through security, and you come, when you're leaving the country, you still have it, it's not a problem. It's when you bring a high value item through and you don't bring it back with you, that it could get a little fishy, because they want to know where their money is for the taxes and everything. Don't be scared to bring it with you. Can you give an example of what you say? So, Christy, if they were to pull me aside, whenever it goes through the scanner and then they separate out the stuff that they take to someone to look at, I don't say anything at first. They say, is this yours? I say, yes. They open it up. They do the bomb residue stuff on it. They put it in the machine, and then they usually just hand it back to me. Okay. There's no reason to say a word to them unless they ask you a question. And then sometimes they'll say, what is this? And I'll say, it's a pulse electromagnetic field device. It has no magnetic fields in it. It's actually, the pulse is generated through an electrical charge. So there's no magnets in there. It does not have the attachment or power cord to run it. I will not be running it. That's it. And I'll say, like, I'm using this for animals that I'm going to see, or I'm going to a show, or I'm going to wherever I'm going. I just tell them the truth. I'm going to a veterinary show, or I'm going to see some people at a racetrack. Wherever I'm going, I'm going to go demo this for someone. I just explain, like, this is a device that I use for my business. And they're like, oh, okay, great. And they let me right through. They don't ask a lot of questions. When I've taken it internationally, I've been all over Europe. I've also been to London, and literally walked straight up. They didn't even question me on it any of the times I've ever been anywhere. Even Dubai, nothing. They didn't really question. One time they may have asked me something about why we were there. We said we were there for an event, a show. What are you doing? Showed them this. We're going to be taking this in, demoing it for some prospective clients. We're expanding into Europe, and they're like, oh, okay, cool. Walked right through. So I just tell them it's a pulsed electromagnetic field device, and explain what you use it for in your particular business, or for personal use. It's not, doesn't have anything in it that requires you to have a letter, though. So it doesn't have anything that requires you to have any type of other paperwork. Just be calm. Don't freak out. It's just like sometimes they will pull your stuff over because they see you have too much lotion. Like, it's not a big deal. They're not, be calm as you can. Let's see. Jessica says, I actually kept the box that my device came in when I got it so that I could ship it back. That's excellent. That's what we recommend that you do. Yeah, if you ever need to ship your machine back, always keep the box it came in, because that's a very secure way for it to be shipped. Works wonderful as a carry-on. Maureen says, if I only had one machine, I'd have a semi. I agree. Yeah, I've traveled all over the world with the Maya Pro, no problems whatsoever. Same thing as the semi. Exact same thing. Do you bring a jacket? Well, if it's cold where I'm going, Lisa, yeah, I bring a jacket. I don't know. Like, you mean something to slide over it? No. What I clip off and on is an air tag. So that's what Colleen's asking, what was I saying I clip off and on? Like, there is these little areas right here. If you look right here, where, like, we have a strap. I don't know if anybody knows this, but we have a strap that goes from here to here so that I can wear it like a crossbody purse. I will use that a lot. And then I will just clip like a carabiner onto the handle with the air tag. So if I really want to be secure, I will wear my strap, and I will actually wear my machine all the way through. And just keep in mind, most airplanes, if you have a carry-on, they allow you a carry-on and a personal item. So, like, if you have a backpack, a rolling bag, and this might be one extra thing. So then you may want to check your bag. Usually when I travel, I make enough room in the backpack for this, so that I don't have to worry about somebody saying, oh, you have 3 items instead of 2. Or I will have, like, my husband may only have 1 item, or someone else I'm traveling with, they may just have a backpack, and then I'll actually have them carry it through onto the plane. What do you take with you to clean when traveling? I use Norwex EnviroCloth with just water, but is that really enough? Yeah, Christy, that's enough. I think in terms of cleaning. Now, if you're talking about sterilizing, I'm not familiar with the Norwex does the sterilizing on that. When I travel, I use well, they're over here somewhere. Just a basic like wet wipes or like some Lysol wipes to wipe out down the outside when people are touching it. Um, Easy peasy. Can it go through the carry-on X-ray machine? Yes, Kathy, absolutely. I do it every single week. Semi 10 is a lot easier to travel with. I love my brand new Semi 10. Been working on my dog who is diagnosed with old dog dementia. After 3 sessions, he's completely different pup. Kimberly, I am consistently amazed at how dogs with like depression, anxiety type symptoms, or just dementia type symptoms respond to MagnaWave. I mean, it is sometimes it's almost jarring, no matter how many times I've seen it, how much better they can become and how much easier they move. It really is amazing. If you have a four-legged family member or a friend that has any of those symptoms, please, please, please give them a session. Yes, so somebody's saying they had their business cards, they went through security just fine. Can they be x-rayed? Yes, they can. Traveling inside Europe, I only take the CE certificate printout with me and had never had any problems. Also, when going to Arabic countries, exact same, no problems whatsoever. Let's see. This is such good info. Oh, so glad. I'm trying to make sure I'm answering all your questions. Don't be nervous about flying. I'm so glad you guys are feeling better about it. If you're bringing your Julian Duo with you when you travel, Mary Beth, please make sure that you check it at the gate. Check it at the gate. That's the best that you're gonna. I mean, it's still gonna get thrown in the plane, but at least it's not going through the whole process. And if you guys ever want like MagnaWave, especially for our practitioners, like we offer like rent-to-rents and loaners, like you contact our support team like a few weeks, like a month before you're traveling. If you don't want to bring your Julian Duo and you maybe want to rent a Semi 10 for a month, you can contact your product specialist and we'd be happy to do that for you. So if you're traveling for a long period of time and you need a machine, like let us know. Like you don't have to take your big machine. If you want a machine with you, you don't necessarily want to purchase another one. You can go to support@magnawavepmf.com. Is it the same concept with the Soul? Yes, the Soul, though, Jessica, the original Soul is a spark chamber. So is the current Soul Pro. So yes, it's the same thing, but you have to understand that they might pull it just because it's got that spark chamber on the inside. They might ask you a few more questions, but I've never not gotten through. If I want to drop my machine off for the maintenance at MagnaCon, do I need to fill out a form beforehand or can I just show up? Taylor, go to magnacon.com right there. There's a frequently asked questions tab. You are going to need to fill out an RMA form, letting us know that you're bringing it because sometimes people just want we can't take 300 machines, but just let us know that you're bringing it. We'll do your tune up there, but we will ship it back to you afterwards because putting on an event of that size with 500 people, as well as like doing maintenance on hundreds of machines just isn't physically possible for our team. So you can either drop it, you can ship it to us and it can arrive 2 weeks before and you can pick it up at MagnaCon, or you can bring it to MagnaCon and we'll ship it sometime within that 2 weeks after. The strap, yeah. Wonder if anybody who works in the office with me right now can get me a strap for my Semi 10 and bring it into the office here that I'm in. If anyone's watching, help. Do we need to keep the smartwatches and cell phones away from the Semi 10 while it's in use? Leslie, yes. I mean, it's best to be safe than sorry, but I never had a problem. But yes, I would say yes, just because I don't want to be liable for your smartwatch and your cell phone. So yes, always keep your stuff away because most of the time the magnetic field, like we, through our safety testing and everything, the magnetic field doesn't penetrate far enough to do that. But if you were to put like a zoom paddle directly on it, my border collie loves it. Yay. My 12-year-old acts like a puppy and she gets regular sessions. My pup has terrible anxiety, now goes and sits in front of me, MagnaWave when he's ready for a session. I love that. Is traveling to Hawaii with the machine an issue? No. No problem whatsoever. No problem. Is it okay to use alcohol wipes? Yes, here and there. Just try not to do it every time. It's better to use like just I mean, alcohol wipes, it's fine. You just don't want to like spray or wipe directly on the faceplate. All here, I'll show you. You never want to spray anything on any electronic equipment, right? But like if you just want to be careful with this area here, you don't want to saturate. Oh, look, this still has the protective. This is for sale, by the way. Did I say that? Gosh, it's like brand new. So right here, like you just want to be careful wiping. You don't want to dry this out and crack it. So alcohol could do that. So just, use sparingly and be careful. So let's talk about how you would clean your machine out. First of all, you want to get an air compressor and you want to blow, if you work in the barn, you want to blow air in all the way around here, here, and here. So you want to blow all of the stuff that's built in. You want to blow that out as often as possible, and here where the fan is. So you want to do this. I would do this pretty regularly if you are in barns a lot where you might be, around hay and dust and dirt. That is part of cleaning your machine, is blowing all of that stuff out, especially the areas where the attachments plug in. Oh, doesn't want to be on camera. Thank you, Bree. No. Bree's like, I don't want to be seen. So here's the strap. We have these for sale in the practitioner portal, or if you're purchasing a machine right now, just ask your products. Oh, never mind. Someone just put the thing. Get yourself one. Get it for you. And it goes on. You can see in the picture, it's so easy to carry. Well, it's like a purse. You can actually use that, plug in like a longer power cord into your Jackery and have it right there while you're MagnaWaving a horse. You could actually have it strapped to your side. I've seen people do it. Had a dance client contact me today for a session. That's cool. Okay, so someone asked, if you were using a higher powered machine, Maya Pro, what would the difference be with the Semi 10 session wise? So it really depends on the part of the area of the animal that you're working with. So if you're working with a hoof, okay, let's say you have a Semi 10, you would turn it all the way up to 10, right? And you would do 20, 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes on the hoof. If you are using a Maya Pro, you could turn it all the way up to, the highest setting, and you could maybe get the exact same thing in a 5 to 10 minute setting. So it's just putting more energy in. But in terms of the body of the animals, there isn't much difference, because you're probably going to stay within that first 10 settings anyways. Where the Maya Pro shines is when you're using it on things like legs, hoof, bones, through cast, stuff like that, where you're going to really cut your treatment time down. Just hit my soul for a checkup. Such great service. Thank you, Angela. Do I bring my Jackery on the plane? No, I usually don't. So I'm not clear on the Jackery part. I don't usually travel with it because that's a lot to carry on. Is the strap strong enough for the Soul Pro? It probably is, but I don't know if your shoulder is. That's a lot of weight, but you could try it. Leslie, you're asking me gals questions, and I'm going to tell you the honest to God truth. The Semi 10 and the Semi 3, I don't know those numbers. I don't remember the Semi 3 off the top of my head. I do know that the Semi 10 is stronger, and a little bit, but instead of just 3 settings, you have a lot more range in between there. So you have a lot more range, and you have that Schumann resonance as well. And it comes with, it's a machine that I manufacture. The Semi 3 I do not manufacture. That was one of the first machines when we were a distributor. We used to be a distributor for another company that we haven't sold for them for about 5 years or 4 years. So that company has a different, I stand behind those machines to try to, help you with them. And if you ever need repair, we will help you get that repaired. We could still do that for you with them. We don't repair them though. When I talk about my machines, this Semi 10 is a complete machine that I manufactured myself. Well, not myself, amazing team of people. Let's see. Got a message for time to send my Julian in for service. Only have about 110 hours on it. Is there a recommended amount of hours needed to get routine service? Synchronized therapeutics, that just goes out like a basic time. So you don't need to get it in. I recommend sometime before, like between 500, like before 500 hours to send it in. But I do also say, like, if you are traveling a lot with it, or if you are using as your main financial hub, it's good if you ever go on vacation to just get it serviced once a year. It's like if your car is the way you make money, like door dashing or driving, or you have a truck, you're a trucker, like keeping on regular service is very, very important, right? So that's what I recommend. Like if this machine is regularly used and you're using it, like take some downtime if you're going on holiday and ship your machine back and let us get it fixed for you. Make sure you're tip top. Deborah, I'm sorry you're always late. I know you have to work a day job. Me too, babe. Me too. I know. But don't worry, you can rewind, and I'm still here. Let's see. Can you talk about using the Mag Energy guard with a large loop? I recently borrowed the guard to work on an injured bull whose hoof, claws, and lower leg was injured, and I had to have my semi-10 at max level 10 versus when I was using just the large loop only, he would only accept level 2 to 3. Can you talk about the reasons? Because the guard is such thick rubber. Yes. So so here's your coil, okay? So anytime, the further you get away from the coil, the lesser the magnetic field is, and the more condensed the area is, the more condensed what's on top of it is actually going to lessen that signal, right? So what's happening is did he get, if he was using the large loop and you had it was in the mat guard, which is about this much thick of like really, really high grade rubber, yeah, you lessened that signal. So did it mean that he wasn't getting any magnetic field? No, he just got less, which means you just needed to increase your time. That's it. Got the same amount of energy, will go right in there. My strap is along the way with my new Zoom pedal. Yay! I still have a Semi 5. Jimmy, that's fine. Those machines, if you have a working machine, it's a working machine. I am always going to keep innovating and coming out with new stuff and learning and growing. So our machines are going to keep changing, and I'm going to keep working on getting better and listening to you all and making them more advanced. But that doesn't mean that it means that the other machines are not good machines. Like you don't. The things that we're making and doing are usually convenience and ease of use, and structurally, it's not so much that your machine now is not great, because it is. Any update on the Maya Pro Duo? I'm working on it. Will you remind us how to check the hours on our machine, and does the Semi-10 need to be sent in for service? There is no mandatory service with the Semi-10. If something does go wrong, yes, you could send it in and we will fix it. So you have to hold down the start and mode button. I believe it's the start and mode button. So you hold these two buttons down, start and mode, and the hours are going to come up on the machine. Some of the older machines have an hour counter on the actual faceplate. You'll see it. And some of the Pulse Pros, it's on the back. And if you have a Soul, the original Souls have nothing. Like it's only interior that you could see your hours. One of the reasons why we upgraded to the Soul Pro. Is it true that you don't have to send in oral machines for yearly maintenance? You don't really. Okay, your warranty with our equipment is always good. Okay, so your warranty, as long as you say, have a machine with us, like, and you're the registered warranty holder, we will warranty your machine. You don't have to, there is no, like, I don't require you to send your machine in every single year to keep your warranty. I recommend, especially with spark chamber machines, that you do, and even digital machines, again, it doesn't hurt, but digital machines, there isn't that spark chamber of that needs to be recalibrated sometimes. There isn't, it's like having a battery operated car and an engine. Like your engine is going to need oil changes and updates and all that, like a spark chamber device, where with digital, and this goes for all PMF devices that are digital and spark chamber. If you have a digital device, sometimes it doesn't need a lot. Now, it is good to send it in. Sometimes we may update programming, just like they would push an update to a phone or a car when it needs to be updated. We don't have the capacity to do that. We don't actually connect to your digital machines at all. But if you wanted to, like, just send it in and have us clean it up and update any programming, we could do that. But no, that's with all the lines, Aura and MagnaWave. Oh, Jessica says, Alane, I think you would be so fun to have you as a boss. Oh, you're so funny. I don't know. Maybe ask I don't know. I try to be a good boss. Um, do we need to rent a machine while we send in ours? Mary Beth, that's up to you. If you send yours in for your warranty, your maintenance, or a repair, and you want a machine because you have a business, we will have one. We will try to get one for you. If you don't need a machine because you're traveling or you're going somewhere, then you don't need one. Um, Okay, I know that I want to buy another machine like my Pulse Pro. I love having the dual attachments. So I don't know what you mean by dual attachments. You're either meaning a duo, like the Julian Duo, but the Pulse Pro doesn't. If you're talking about these attachments right here, every machine that I manufacture has these. So the Semi 10, the Sphero, the Maya Pro, the Julian Duo, they all use the same attachments. Can we use a vacuum instead of compressed air to clean the fan attachment supports and gasket of the Semi? You can try, but I really feel like when you blow it out, it gets it out better. Is the paperwork for service in the practitioner portal? Jennifer, if you go to MagnaWavePMF.com and you go to support center, it's right there. It's public facing for anybody. Support center, you could in the portal, yes. In the support center, yes. You could just look at there. You could type in the search like machine maintenance repair, and there will be an answer that comes up. And you do the drop down. You select your stuff, and you fill out the paperwork. It gets started. It's almost time for me to buy a second machine. Teresa says, Teresa, this Semi 10 is for sale. This exact same one is for sale right now. It is available. I believe it has like I'm going to say like $500 off, maybe more if you would like it. Let's see. I was planning to send mine and did the same thing. Let's see. I love my new Soul Pro, but I really wish it was a dial instead of up and down button for increasing, decreasing intensity. Caroline, let me tell you why it's not. Why is the Soul Pro not a dial machine? Why do I not make any machines that are dial machines anymore? It is not because people don't like the dial. It is because when you are tracking sessions for an animal, okay, and you are saying, oh, I was on a quarter of the way up or half of the way up, or even if you write numbers on there, that is not a specific frequency. That is not a specific setting. So with the having a digital machine, which is extremely rare. I mean, a spark chamber machine, which by the way is extremely rare. I don't know of any other company that has a spark chamber machine that is not dial. The reason we don't, and we're better than everyone else, in my opinion, is because we control our spark chamber and have it coordinated so that it goes up in very specific increments. Now, if you have a spark chamber machine and you hear the sound at the beginning when you turn it on, that is because we have technology that's actually measuring the distance between the two the two diodes there in the spark chamber. That's not the name. The two pins in the spark chamber, so that we can make sure that then we can the actual ups and downs match up to where they need to be in increments. So you can actually write down in your MagnaWave app, like when you're sending that to a veterinarian or an owner, like I did a 5, you can start tracking for yourself the differences in settings and how each animal reacted. So I know that the dial feels like people like that, but in reality, in terms of testing, maintenance, in terms of really running a consistent machine, a up and down button beats it every day, all day. Someone asked about the PMF Restoring Mobility. I am going to do a whole entire webinar on February 14th about some amazing new products. Currently are only out to our certified practitioners, but they will be released publicly on that date. Jessica says, how do I register my machine for warranty? Jessica, if you purchased it from us, it is registered. If you purchased it second hand, then the person who you purchased it from needs to register it. They need to contact us. If you go into the practitioner portal, you can just fill out the support form, or there's information about warranty registration. You could do a transfer to someone else if you sell it. Let's see. Oh, she's a pretty good boss. Now, I don't know who wrote that because it just says Facebook user, but somebody's trying to get bonus wins. Use super glue. If you're losing your Semi 10 serial number, super glue that bad boy back on there. Let's see. What is your recommendations on using the newer long lead attachments? Do it. Do it. It's not a problem. Do it. Oh, Jennifer says, what's the average turnover time for machine repair so I know how long to go on vacation? Girl, you go on vacation for a month. It's going to take us a whole month. You better take your time. No, I'm kidding. It's usually about, we try to get it done within 2 weeks, if not sooner, as fast as we possibly can. But depending on, I can't promise you it's going to be 3 days because I don't know what we may have to replace or do in your machine. Somebody asked, can you recommend a good air compressor? Somebody did up above in the comments. If you scroll through, I have a giant one here. I don't have a small one anymore, and I can't remember the name of it. I want a Semi 10. Mary Beth, I got one for sale. Sarah, congratulations on your second machine. I bought the MW app. I'm currently using different phone. Can input it on this phone. Yeah, if you want to download it onto a different phone, as long as you're using the same Apple ID or Google ID, you should be fine. That Semi 10 is a great deal. Maureen says, so that Semi 10 is a great deal, eh? Yes, it is. Try to make sure I got all your questions. Okay. Darlene says, if I want to buy a used machine, would any warranty transfer over with it? If not, it will still be sent in for maintenance or repair if needed. I want to buy a new one, but I'm just not able to just yet, and I'm getting very anxious to have one. Darlene, if you want to buy a used machine from us, yes, a warranty will be with it, and we can discuss that based on the machine. And I wouldn't worry about it because we're pretty awesome anyways, and we will work with you. So yes, a warranty will be with it. If you're buying secondhand, they need to give you a serial number, and they need to have no problem doing that, and their name, so that you can contact us and then just email support or call us on the phone and say, hey, somebody's selling me this machine. Unfortunately, people steal these equipment from other people. And when someone steals a machine, majority of our practitioners will let us know, and we keep a list so that if someone resells it, we can let them know. So we found machines for people that way. People will say they stole one on eBay, but really it was stolen from another practitioner. And you don't want to have like that whole process of giving someone money and finding out it was a stolen machine. I think that's it, you guys. Love the up and down of the buttons. I think I got everybody's question. Had a lady renting a soul from another person with the dial, then saw mine with the buttons, and now she was ordering a new machine with the buttons. Yeah, I mean, we do every decision and change that goes into these machines is very well thought out. Like, we make these decisions not because it's trust me, it's not easier to change. It's much harder to change. So I just try not to change things. Hold on, my Mac is gonna die. I don't want my computer to die on you guys. I haven't done the giveaways yet. Is there going to be time to go to Wi-Fi while at MagnaCon? Leilani, I don't think so. If you can go to Wi-Fi, you would have to do it at 7 a.m. When they first open, or probably make an appointment for Saturday. Are there still in-person tickets available for MagnaCon? Tina, yes, but you all, this is going to be the first year ever we sell out. We are selling out of ticket. I know we are going to sell out. We are so close already. If you want to come to MagnaCon, get your tickets right now, magnacon.com. I'm going to be doing some giveaways for anybody who's purchased their ticket. We have some of the best speakers. We're talking stem cells a lot at MagnaCon. We're talking the latest and greatest wellness devices for your animals. There's going to be some fantastic vendors. Like, what I like about MagnaCon, I think, is different from any other like company-driven show. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to pat myself on the back and the team on the back, because this is not just us selling you on our equipment. We only do like 2 or 3 sessions about our equipment. Majority of this is education. Almost the entire thing is education. It is all the newest, greatest, latest things that are not only just happening in our like machines and PMF, but just across the board in wellness. Like this is not a full on like let me just have sessions about each machine. This is sessions about science, the latest and greatest studies, the latest information on the newest products. Like this is good stuff, you guys. This is what you need if you are in the wellness or health business for animals. Will you be bringing used machines to sell at MagnaCon? I don't know. If I have any, I will. If I don't, I won't. You could put it's. You're asking what is the strongest gauss machine that is easiest to put on the plane for traveling for equine? The either the Maya Pro, for sure. Will I be doing a live on Aura? Natalie, yes, I am. So I've got to do some traveling over the next 2 weeks, and I will be having a webinar for Aura probably sometime at about the end of March. And we are going to, I'm going to have some special guests with me. So yeah, the whole office hours live setting for Aura will all be coming up. I won't be the only one doing it. I probably won't even be doing it the majority of the time, but we will have a full lives and everything. I'm so excited to go to MagnaCon. Whoever said that, me too. Let's see. I think that's it, you guys. Any questions? I can't cut. Okay, Mary Beth, I know you can't come, but girl, get your virtual ticket. I'm working so hard on virtual. It's going to be amazing. Will we have recertification quiz at the in-person MagnaCon? Christine, no. If you come to MagnaCon, there will not be an in-person quiz. It's only because when you do something like that, a class online, like the reason that we do the quiz is because people just don't pay attention and they'll focus out. And the point of having continuing education is so that you get the most out of it and you understand what's important. So it's just reinforcing. And in case you missed it, you can go back and watch it. You can cheat and then take the test again. We're not trying to trick you. Aura will be presenting at MagnaCon. Yes. All right. I think I've done everything. All right. What are we going to give away today? Okay. So again, let's just recap really quickly. We have a strap that goes on the Simi 10 when you travel with it, which is what I travel with. This is the Simi 10. This Simi 10 is for sale if you are looking for a machine. It is discounted hundreds of dollars. Contact us at sales@magnawavepmf.com or email or call your product specialist, or send us a message on Facebook or YouTube, whatever. Let us know. Yell at us. Send us a carrier pigeon if you're interested in this. You can see right here on the Simi 10 that there are areas for the little clip. This little clip goes in, and you can then carry this machine as a shoulder, and you could go right through security. You have to take it and send it through the x-ray, but you can go right through security. Again, none of MagnaWave's devices have magnets in it. So you do not have to worry if they ask you, are there magnets? No, there are no magnets in the MagnaWave device. You do not have to worry about that whatsoever. The magnetic field is generated through electricity and copper, not through a magnet. Andrew says, education and support is the reason MagnaWave wins every time. I appreciate you. I'm just here for the giveaways. I hear you, girl. Do smoke signals work? Missy, I will try. Send anything. I want to always be able to attend live. Let's see. Okay. Is there an opportunity to ask specific questions during the business starter course? Is the other class by Zoom or pre-recorded? So the business starter course, yes. So what I want you to do, and this is what you do in the business starter course. You get through all of your stuff, okay? You get through the classes. While you're going through the classes, in the workbook, there's notes page on the back, right? All of the questions that you have, they might be answered in each class, okay? Do your homework, submit your homework, do it all. When you get to the end, you will be able to submit questions to me, and I will do an answer, a live video answers. Or you can also just reach out to us. Email education@magnawavepmf.com. Lori Mattingly is our new like business success special events coordinator. She is there for you guys. So if you have questions, you can ask for her or Grace. Lori and Grace can help you with all the things that you may want in terms of marketing, business growth, and then our education department, which is Teresa and Carson. They can help you. So if you just email in marketing@magnawavepmf.com, we'll get you where you need to go, to who to talk to. We would be happy to schedule a call. But I do go at the very end and answer every question that you guys have. So I want you to get through the class, and then I'm going to go through and bombard you with whatever you want to know. I wasn't able to purchase the business starter class. How can I get the info for it? Meredith, can you put the thing up for the business starter class if we have it? If not, it's in the practitioner portal. You can sign up in the practitioner portal. It's every single month. So there's a new class that starts every single month. Let's see. Strap would definitely help with the show. I'm going to give this strap away, guys. Will in-person have access to rewatch and for virtual MagnaCon attendees get to watch? Yeah, you do. So Barbara, so the in-person people, we're going to be streaming the in-person live to the virtual people. There are some things that the in-person people get, like there'll be some speeches during, there'll be obviously Churchill Downs, there's cocktail hour, there's all that stuff that like the vendor presentations, they're not going to be able to see some of those. So we will have some of those and some of that stuff during like the breaks during the in-person, but there shouldn't be anything that you miss that the virtual has, but you should be able to see a lot of those, almost all those recordings in the app. It says Facebook user says, can you have Jamie send me that price on the Semi 10? Oh, Karen H. Yes, Karen H. I believe if you think Jamie will know, girl, I will have her send it to you. Can you look back on info from the starter class if you already took it for a refresher? I don't know. No one's ever asked me that question. Ask email support or education. They should be able to help you. But you can always ask questions. If you need a refresher on something, they could probably help you out. My clients are always very impressed with my training and knowledge of PMF. Yeah, because we're not just giving you videos. Like I'm trying you all to get you everything I can. I'm taking the business course right now and love it. Yay. Okay. So Meredith and marketing team, I'm giving away one. Okay, so with the strap, I'm going to give you this awesome. We don't have very many of these left. It says MagnaWavePMF.com. It's a MagnaWave shirt. Oh, that's the front. This is the back. I'm going to give this and the strap away together so that I need a name. And then I'm going to give somebody, this is the last bottle. This is the last bottle I have of the extremely rare new riff single barrel. This is the MagnaWave. If you've not seen this before, it is the MagnaWave bourbon. It's bottled right here in Kentucky. You can see our logos on the side here. And it says, picked for you by Pat Zemer. It's got my dad's, it's really hard to see with this light. Picked for you by Pat Zemer. It's got our logo and everything on it. This is the last bottle. So somebody, if you want this, then you might win it. If you are not a drinker and you do not want this and you win this, then you can just let us know and we'll send you another care package of something else. I loved that. Okay. And also, I believe this is the last one of these. This is a saddle pad. This is my last blue one, I believe. I am getting some of the not the dressage ones. Some of the Joanne would be able to tell me the word, but those ones that are for everybody, they're like for the saddle pads for everyone that Dover makes. So I'm going to have some of those, but they are only going to be available for purchase for people in person at MagnaCon or virtual at MagnaCon. So they will only be able to be purchased in the app. So I'm giving this one away. This is my last one, guys. I found these when I was cleaning stuff out. Will the virtual tickets for MagnaCon get me CE credits? Yes, and you are entered to win $50,000 worth of free stuff. So imagine this. This year, you have got to take CE in order to keep up with all of these amazing benefits. It's a requirement. We are recognized certification. We require continuing education, and our continuing education is awesome, okay? It is very cheap for what you get, and it keeps you on the cusp of every other PMF provider because you get the best training, right? You get to know everything. You're gonna have to pay for that. Okay. If you come to MagnaCon, if you do virtual MagnaCon, you still pay for the virtual MagnaCon tickets, but you're also entered to win $50,000 worth of stuff, and you get your CE. To me, it is a no-brainer. Need the livestock tour. Okay, great. Okay, somebody said you should be able to go back and review Business Starter if you have done it already. If you need help, reach out education or me. So yeah, you can. You can go back. Bourbon, let's see. And let's see. It's the official MagnaWave bourbon, and it was picked by Pat Zemer. My dad we had employees sign up, whoever wanted to go, and he rented a car, and they went to the distillery, and they tested all the different bourbons, and then all the employees, my dad came back. I'm not a big bourbon person, drink. So they had the best day doing that. And then we got our own barrel, and they bottled it for us. It's really cool. I love reading. You guys are so excited. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Oh, hold on. I got to pick my kids up from school today. But I wanted to tell you guys, Gerald in Europe, or MagnaWave Europe now has, hold on. If you are in another country, if you're watching this from wherever you are in the world, MagnaWave Europe has English and German. Their whole training is in English and German. So within the next few weeks, Finnish, Spanish, Italian, Dutch, Arabic, Swedish, Danish, and Russian are going to be added. Do you want to hear that again? Let's see. French, Spanish, Italian, Dutch, Arabic, Swedish, Danish, Finnish, and Russian. All of that is getting added to the MagnaWave Academy. So if you are interested in any of the training in another language, all of that is coming out in the next few weeks. So if you are interested, you go to the MagnaWave Europe website. I believe it's MagnaWaveEurope.eu or MagnaWavePMF.eu. I should have checked that before I came live. But those are all available right now. They even have, I'm going to see if you can see this. I don't know if you can hear this, but I'm doing it anyways. Hold on. Okay.
Oder? Ein Puls hat 3 Komponenten.
Oh,
es weist eine spezifische Wellenform, eine bestimmte Amplitude und das, was wir als Frequenz bezeichnen, richtig? Sind diese Eigenschaften korrekt?
That
Beim
is
Betrachten der Maschine analysiert.
Dr. Myers speaking in German. That's how the classes are. How cool is that? So cool. So very, very cool, you guys. Okay. Just wanted to share that because I just thought that was so cool. Like, we are expanding all over the world, and you can listen to it in the language. It's even in her voice. I know. Isn't that great? I was so trying to download it to share with you guys. That's why I did this video today. Want to go live because I really want to share that. We have Teresa doing the videos in German, in all those language. It's just so cool, the things that we're doing and expanding all over the world, and just offering the MagnaWave love to everyone. Okay, I thought that was cool. So that's why I started talking to you about travel. MagnaWave.eu. MagnaWave.eu. Go check it out. All right, let's see. Okay, this machine, the semi-10 is $6,450 plus shipping. If anyone's actually, we're just gonna waive the shipping. So it's $6,450 with free shipping, and it is basically brand new. If you want this, just call in and say that you want the demo from Alane's live. The plastic is still on this. This is amazing. It looks brand new. $6,450. That's a savings of hundreds of dollars, and I'm just gonna waive the shipping. Okay, so the strap and the shirt. And the shirt is Monica Orendorf. Monica Orendorf, congratulations. You are getting this beautiful strap. Thank you for watching today. And you need to email it to mwwinners@magnawavepmf.com. Monica, email there with your shipping address. mwwinners@magnawavepmf.com. Your name, address, and what you won. We also have a list, you guys. We check this internally, so don't just email it and say you won, because people do that all the time. Tisk tisk. Okay, we don't do that. The bourbon. Where is it? Kate Beckus. Congratulations, Kate. You are getting the bottle of bourbon. And the saddle pad, Amanda Diefenbach. Congratulations, Monica, Kate, and Amanda, for your winning today. Now, I don't know that I'm going to be live next week. I've been live twice publicly and once privately. So this week to make up for it. But I will do my best. And as I discover new things around the office to give away, I will be sure to let you guys know. Please stay tuned on our MagnaWave Facebook page, our Instagram, every day like that, because we have such cool stuff. And then tune in on February 14th will be my next webinar for sure. I'm going live. I've got a new product launch that I'm very excited about. Some of you might already know about it, as well as a couple other things that I'm going to be sharing with you guys and doing some giveaways. Let's make sure I got all of your stuff. Congratulations. Let's see. I think that's it. Congratulations, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I hope that you travel safely, go all over the world, take the MagnaWave love everywhere, and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Bye.